Bangalore University 2-year B.Ed degree choice based credit system, that is CBCS. Semester scheme. Semester 4 Value Education paper code, that is optional course 2, 4 credits, total marks is 100, total number of hours is 52 hours. This is for 70 marks writing and 30 marks is for internals. Objectives of learning value education. Why we are learning object, that is why we are learning value education. Objectives are nothing but aim or goal of this subject. After completion of the course, student teachers will understand the various aspects of values and its dimensions, create awareness about the significance of values in human life, create awareness about the value crisis and value conflicts, inculcate the skills in teacher trainees to develop the values among the students through various approaches, develop the skill of assessing values using various techniques. Unit 1. In Unit 1, we are going to learn about the introduction to values, that is 12 hours. First chapter is Introduction to Values. Under that, subunits are values, concepts, nature and significance of values. Classification of values: intrinsic and instrumental, personal, social, family, cultural, spiritual, democratic, institutional, and religious values. Basic human values: truth, beauty, goodness, love, peace, and non-violence. Contemporary values: scientific temper, intellectual honesty, social service, and protection of environment, national integration, secularism. Unit 2. Significance of value education, 12 hours. Meaning, importance, and objectives of value education. Sources of value education: autobiography and biography of great people, parables, Vedas, Bhagavad Gita, shlokas, poems, newspaper clippings, episodes from real life, documents, literature, socio-cultural practices, constitution and religion. Theoretical models related to value development, Piaget's theory of moral development, and Kohlberg's stages. And the role of social agencies in value education: family, religion, educational institution, communities, mass media, print and electronic information and communication, that is ICT, information and communication and technology, computer and internet. Role of teachers in value education. Unit 3 Value Crisis, that is 10 hours. Value crisis in Indian society: social life, economic life, and political life. SEP, social, economic, political life. Value conflict, meaning, resolution and value conflict. Causes for value deterioration and hindrances for inculcations of values. Problems interfering at global level: religionalism and fanal- fanatism. And Unit 4 Approaches and Assessment of Value Education, that is 18 hours. Direct approaches, meaning and strategies, sharing reflection on songs, scripture and passages, parables, stories, case study, role play, photo language. Direct indirect approaches, meaning and strategies, identification of plug points in school subjects. For value education, integration in the teaching of school subjects. Incident, incidental approaches, meaning and ways, identification and use of incidental situation to highlight values. Deliberate and unplanned tools and techniques of value assessment: self appraisal, checklist, rating scale, observation, interaction, situational test, and examination. These are the topics under the value education. Now, let us know one by one, that is Unit 1. Unit 1 Introduction to Values. Unit 1 Introduction to Values. we are going to learn about the value concept, nature and significance, classification of values, intrinsic and instrumental, personal, social, family, cultural, spiritual, democratic, institutional, and religious values. Basic human values: truth, beauty, goodness, love, peace, and non-violence. Contemporary values: scientific temper, intellectual honesty, social service, and protection of environment, national integration, secularism. Values: concept, nature, and significance. Concept of values. What exactly is value? The word value, indication, the usefulness, the quality, the necessity, the demand of an object, thing, or persons, and the character what ye had possessed. I repeat, the word value indication the word value indicates the usefulness, quality, usefulness, quality, necessity, the demand of an object, thing, or person, and the character what he had possessed. Value is nothing but usefulness, quality, necessity, demand of an object or a thing or a person, and the character what he had possessed. The word value is used in different contexts. It has several meanings like precious, respectful, suitable, of high standard. Value means precious, respectful, suitable, or high standard. An individual strives continually to lead a life of values and valuable thoughts. An individual strives continually to lead a life of values and valuable thoughts. Values are notations of what a particular culture regards as a good or bad, desirable or undesirable. Usually, they are quite broad and abstract and do not delegate the specific kinds of behavior in concrete situations. Axology. Axology has become a matter of high importance in the view of philosophers and educationists. Thus, values are they are personal attitudes about things, incidents, or features. New values may emerge with a change in time and place. Different cultures stress different values. Different cultures stress different values. They are guiding principles of our daily life. Values are the guiding principles of our daily life. Values are shaped and molded by good thoughts, beliefs, ideas, and principles. Values provides guidelines to lead happiest and peaceful life. Values leads to maintain dignity, honesty, and punctuality in our life. They are precious, essential, and mold and good behavior, attitude, and thinking. They show right path to proceed to reach the destination. Distinction. The values inspire to lead peaceful life. Thus, values are precious, develop positive thinking ability, they possess good thoughts, culture, beliefs, culture, honesty, punctual, and leads to peaceful life. Definition of values according to J.S. Brubacher. The, to state one's aim of education is to state is educational values. To state one's aim of education is to state is educational values. Urban, according to Urban. Value is that which satisfies human desire. According to Kane. Values are the ideas, beliefs, or norms which a society or the large majority of society's members hold. According to T.W. Ippel, values are conscious or unconscious motivators and justifiers of the actions and judgment. Thus, values are precious, good ideas, thoughts, beliefs, guiding principles of life. They show right path to proceed our life. Values leads our life happy, prosperous and peaceful. Nature of values. Values can be compared and identified as superior and inferior. It is irrelevant to compare values. For example, character and oratory, oratory are two different values. There is no meaning in comparing these two values and say whether character is better or oratory. Values differentiate good and bad things of life. Values differentiate good and bad things of life. Values differentiate right and wrong behavior. Values are guiding principles of our daily life. Values are guiding principles of our daily life. Values leads to successful, values leads to peaceful and happiest life. Values are the good behaviors, attitudes, and activities of human beings. Values finds the difference between inferiority and superiority. Values molds good thinking ability among human beings. Values make the life meaningful. Values helps to realize the aims or goals of our life. Values brings good progress in our life. Values leads to dignified life of an individual. Values leads to bring all-round development of individuals. Values has its importance depending upon its need and demand. Those values are precious, desirable, and possess the traditional cultural aspects of life. The value is a thing. It is an object, thought, and attitude of human life. Significance of values. Values help the human being to lead good quality of life. They help to bring all-round development in human being. They help to follow good rules and regulations, and the significance of value education is explained as follows. They develop good attitude and behavior. They need to mold good character. They need to lead good disciplined life of an individual. Values are helpful to develop honesty, punctuality, regularity, and promptness. With the help of good values, our life become sacred and peaceful. With the help of values, good thoughts, ideas, and beliefs are developed. With the help of values, our life become more precious. Our life become dignified and honest. Good behavior was molded and help to possess good mental health. Help to possess good mental health. Help to realize aims and objectives of life. Good values lead some good qualities like broad mind, leadership qualities, cooperating, and tolerance in the human beings. Values play important role in human life to make honest and sacrifice. Thus, values are helpful to prepare good citizens of the society. Values help to bring all-round development among the children. With the help of values, life become honest and peaceful. Classification of values. We can code this classification as FIPS CDR or else CDR FIPS. C for culture, or else we can code it as CDR. C for culture values, D for democratic, and R for religious, cultural, democratic, religious. F for family, I for intrinsic, instrumental, institutional, and P for personal, S for social. It is coded as fifth CDR, fifth CDR. F for family, I for intrinsic, instrumental, institutional, P for personal, S for social, C for culture, D for democratic, R for religious. Now let us know one by one. Intrinsic values. Intrinsic value of something is said to be the value that the thing has in itself, or for its own sake, or as such in its own right. Something as intrinsic word simply because of what it is and not necessarily what it will lead to. Example: beauty, artistic expression, and happiness. Characteristic of intrinsic values. These are the values which are related to goals of life. They are something known as ultimate and transcendent values. And the characteristics of intrinsic values are explained as follows. They determine the schemes of human rights, they determine the human duties, they determine the human virtues, and they occupy highest position of the other values. They are more superior than the other values of life. Intrinsic values are realized through instrumental values. When the people reason about the ends, they apply the criteria intrinsic values. Intrinsic values was established in the year 1980. Intrinsicism is the belief that the value is a non relational characteristic of an object. The idea of intrinsic value is a rationalization. The idea of intrinsic value is a rationalization. Intrinsic value denies the need of an objective moral standard. Intrinsic value denies the need of an objective moral standard. Thus, intrinsic values are related to the goals of our life. Those values those values determine the human rights, duties, and responsibilities. Examples of intrinsic values: truth, beauty, goodness, intellectual, jnana, karma, bhakti, devotion, artistic expression, etc. Importance of significance of intrinsic values. Importance of significance of intrinsic value. The intrinsic value provide moral judgment. These values facilitates effective learning environment and learning process. The importance or significance of intrinsic values are explained as follows. Thus, the value helps to improve memory power, motivates the peoples to participate in the learning activities effectively. These values play important role in the process of realization of goals of life. These values helps to people to develop the power of expression of things and attitudes and thoughts. Pleasure or happiness is possible to express thoughts. These values. Intrinsic values helps to an individual to lead good quality of life. These values used to refer the value of an object as solely by virtue of its intrinsic properties. It is on the God by its life and good principles. It is on the belief of goodness of God. Thus, intrinsic values are useful in teaching, learning, teaching, and in our daily life. Many ways. Since God's nature is to work good out of bad situation. Instrumental values. It is a value helps in the achievement of certain end. It is said that to be instrumental value. Instrumental values are subjective in nature. If the subject is used to give knowledge, then it becomes instrumental values. Characteristics of instrumental values. Instrumental values acceptable ways of behaving are acceptable ways of behaving. These values used to get something else. These values allows us to get some other things, are socially accepted ways. The characteristics of instrumental values are explained as follows. They are judged based on experience. They are depend on the consequences or outcomes. These values are results of the pragmatic experience of human beings. These values are subjective in nature. These values helps to achieve the highest value of life. Achievement of truth in the aim of instrumental values. These values are viewed as having evolved. They are best values in creating fruitful society. These values act as a backbone of a society. Thus, instrumental values are the result of the pragmatic experience of human being. Principle of utility is the guiding factor of instrumental values. What exactly is the personal values? They are subclassified under instrumental values. These values include individual, they are healthy habits, internal and external disciplines, physical and mental disciplines, good hobbies, humanity, work, culture, responsible behavior, intellectual attitudes, punctuality, etc. Social values. The social values are respective human rights of the children, gender sensitization, national feeling, cultural unity, ecological sense, small family norms, national feeling, courtesy, leadership qualities, efficient leadership, friendly relations, and equality. Family values. Tolerance, love, good relationship among the members of the family, culture, good behavior, good attitude, empathy, respect to the youngsters and elders in the family, patience, obedience, happiness, broad mindedness, family responsibility, etc. Cultural values. The cultural values are liberty, tolerance, social order, non-violence, love, etc. It includes the acceptable values of the society norms and behaviors of our culture. Spiritual values. Spiritual values include enhancement of the humanity, honesty, kindness, cooperation, broad mindedness, good attitude, appreciation, trust, respect, kindness, fundamental duties, obedience, etc. Democratic values. The values include adult franchise, voting of power, equality, fraternity, rule of law, welfare of nation, non-violence. Institutional values. Leadership quality, honesty and punctuality in work, regularity, genuine curiosity, interest in team work or group work, hard work for the progress of the institution. Religious values. These values, including the sacrifice, truthfulness, religious customs, traditions, respecting all religions, kindness, humanity, faith in God, devotion, self actualization, self realization, etc. Basic human values: truth, beauty, goodness, love, peace, non violence. Truth, beauty, goodness, love, peace, non violence. Truth. It is a moral character of human being related to telling the truth. This concept is used to mean in accord with fact or reality. It is very important and reveals the personality of human being. In our religious customs, truth play a vital role. The opposite word of truth is false. The truth is occupies highest respectable position in the world. Truthfulness of action means to perform an action with excellence solely for the sake of one's Lord. It is the reflection of the honesty of an individual. Truthfulness is the foundation of all human virtues. Truthfulness is the real mark of integrity. Truthfulness refers to the act of giving true information or facts about something. Truthfulness means speaking of what a person knows without hiding any information. Truthfulness means that you tell the truth when asked. Beauty. Beauty is a characteristic feature of an animal, human being, place, or thing. In viewing the basic human values, it includes the internal beauty, that is, the way of thinking and behaving with other people in the society. The opposite word of beauty is ugly or awkward. It is our duty or responsibility to beautify our future life by adopting good thoughts in the mind, by adopting good behaviors, positive thinking, and developing the attitude of helping nature, tolerance, non-violence, sacrifice, and broad-mindedness. Our life becomes beautiful by cultivating good habits like honesty, punctuality, good discipline, regularity in work, and responsibility. We beautify our life by following good principles, interest in job, maintaining good physical and mental health, etc. Goodness. It is positive attitude of a person. It includes good thinking and acting, positive thinking, ideal aims and objectives of life, behaving smoothly, properly with others in our surroundings reflects goodness of a person. The alternate word for goodness is honesty. Honesty is the best policy in the routine life of human beings. Goodness inspires human beings to do good and be good in the real life situation. Good things include helping others when they face problems. For example, help a blind person who find difficult to cross the road. Help person by giving food who is suffering from hunger. Goodness is a character possessing positive attitude, helping nature, sacrificing nature. Goodness leads to the human being to make his life happy and prosperous. Love. Love indicates the positive relationship with family members and other members in the society. Love and affection are the combination of behaviors of an individual. Love and peace is also a combination of noble in the society. The word love makes the human relationship stronger and near. It develops unity, dignity, and good characters, behaviors among the human beings. It plays important role in laying foundations for ideal society. Our society becomes stronger, healthier, and wealthier through love and affection. It is it is said to be it is behavior of the person which indicates a positive attitude of mind, good way of thinking towards human relationship. Peace. Creating the calm environment, conducive environment in the society and non-violent situation creating is nothing but peace. It is not possible to impose a peace on individuals. It is evolved through the mind of an individually. It is not forcibly imposed on the person or persons. In order to maintain national interest to develop good relationship with other countries in the world, peace act as agent or medium. It is possible to achieve the peace through controlling the violence. Peace means inspiring. It represents whatever good is there in life. Peace is complementary, fulfilling, and most desirable em- embodiment of reverence and honor, admiration, dedication, and devotion. Peace is a question of feeling and experiencing it. It is a state of mind that has to be experienced for oneself. Mahatma Gandhi ji. Peace cannot be kept by force. It can be achieved through understanding. A Jan Pero. If we could install this in minds of our young people, today our society would be a lot more peaceful and harmonious. Thus, peace is ultimate, absolute, everlasting, and most desirable thing for any human being. Peace is the medium for controlling Peace is the medium for controlling violence and to develop national integration. It is also medium for transforming our cultural values, beliefs, traditions and customs to the next future generation. Non-violence. It is the personal practice of being harmless to self and others under every condition. Non-violence is nothing but ahimsa, which stands to thought, word, or deed you should not cause harm to anybody. Tolerance, fortitude, and equanimity help to be steady in non violence. Similarly, speaking too much, working too much, harping on mistakes of others are all acts of violence. Ahimsa means non violence, non injury, non killing. Hinduism teaches that all forms of life are manifestations of Brahma. We must therefore not be indifferent to suffering of others. Non-violence creates mutual love between humans and other forms of life and protects our environment. Non-violence or ahimsa provides basis for Hindu notations of morality, that mode of living which is based upon a total harmlessness towards all creatures or human minimum of such harm is the highest morality. Non-violence means avoiding not only the external physical violence but also internal violence of spirit. You not only refuse to shoot a man, but you refuse to hate him. Martin Luther King. Methods of promoting nonviolence. Nonviolence or ahimsa is promoted through cooperation, mutual understanding, develop positive attitude among the children, and the methods of promoting of nonviolence are explained as follows. Promote the practice of discipline in homes, schools, communities. Peace promoted through cooperative learning, meditation in the schools, and giving conflict resolution training to the students. Challenging prejudice and building tolerance. Non-violence is policy of using peaceful methods as opposed to forceful methods to bring about social change. Peace is promoted through self realization and self renunciation. Non violence seeks to defeat the injustice, not people. Non violence requires willingness to suffer and amazing discipline in the midst of provocations. Non violence holds that suffering can educate and transform. Promote non-violence in schools through developing various knowledge, bank skills, and attitudes, behaviors that can help to transform our society into peaceful one. Establish a conducive environment in classroom by developing the basic concepts like respect, discipline, self-realization, self-actualization, etc. Thus, non-violence is promoted among the students through telling the moral stories, developing the moral values, and by creating peaceful environment, democratic environment in the classroom by explaining and sharing the personal experiences relating to non-violence. Contemporary values: scientific temper, intellectual honesty, social service, protection of environment, national integration, secularism. It is coded as SIHPN. SIHPN. Scientific, intellectual honesty, social service, protection, national integration, secularism. What exactly is scientific temper? Scientific temper is a way of thinking an individual. It includes the activities of testing, observation, analysis, formulation of hypotheses. Scientific temper is a way of life which uses scientific method. It deals with the ultimate aim. It tends to refuse to accept anything without practical evidence. Method of developing scientific temper among the students or role of the teachers in developing scientific temper among the students. The scientific temper is developed among the students are explained as follows. The scientific temper is developed among the students are explained as follows through curriculum transaction. Following different methods and designs of instruction for different topic, using problem solving, critical inquiry, project experimental methods for most of the science instructions, teaching science concepts through lecture demonstration method in the laboratory, narrating the scientific stories, relating the use of scientific pursuit of social life, using proper teaching aids, specimens, models, etc. during instruction. Through library work, provide ample opportunity to refer to science encyclopedias, encouraging students to refer to textbooks of science of higher standards, encouraging students to read more and more scientific journals and magazines, newspapers, articles, etc. through co-curricular activities. Co-curri- Co-curricular activities also help in developing scientific attitude. Science fair exhibition, debates, trips, excursions, and science visits projects add much to knowledge of students. Utility of science in their life is presented in the classroom. Before them, students learn to execute, plan, organize, and collect data independently, providing opportunity for students to participate in different sports and game with a scientific and linking the science behind them. Example: coco, wave motion, center of gravity, etc. Cricket, law of motion and speed, falling body, bounce of ball, etc. A friendly atmosphere, democratic atmosphere, and congenial surrounding, and helps the students in developing scientific attitude. Through science club activities under the auspices of science club, several programs may be taken up to develop scientific attitude among students. These activities may be arranging for science exhibitions, science fair, science visits, quiz discussion, guest lectures, seminars, model making, field trips, etc. The scientific temper is developed among the students through curricular and co-curricular activities, literary activities, and science club activities. Teachers' role in development of scientific temper among students. Teacher act as a guide, teacher act as a philosopher, teacher develops the scientific knowledge, teacher motivates the pupils to develop scientific skills, scientific thinking, teacher guides the pupils to formulate hypotheses based on observation, teacher directs the pupils to avoid superstition beliefs, teacher develops the thinking ability among pupils, teacher develops observation skills, teacher develops the skills of reasoning. Thus teacher acts as a guide, philosopher, friend, practical knowledge. He avoids harmful beliefs and thoughts. Intellectual. Intellectual means it is the mental ability, it is related to intelligence of an individual, mental thinking, grasping and comprehending the facts and principles, concepts, formulae, etc. related to the intellectual ability. The intellectual ability is improved by the participating and involving in various learning and activities. Methods of developing intellectual activity. Intellectual ability is developed among the students by guiding the teacher for extensive readings. It is developed by various curricular activities like drills, exercise lessons prescribed in the respective subjects. It is developed through logical thinking, brainstorming, team teachings, etc. It is developed through various teaching skills, listening, writing, and comprehension skills. Comprehension skills. Intellectual ability is developed through organization of quiz program, essay writing, memory test, surprise test, etc. Intellectual ability developed through organization of quiz program, essay writing, memory test, surprise test, etc. Intellectual ability is developed through storytelling. It is developed by conducting mock tests, interviews, and questionnaire techniques. It is developed organizing group activities, seminar group discussion, etc. It is developed by organizing role play, dramatization, etc. Utilization of advanced science and technologies during teachings, learnings process, etc. Thus, intellectual ability is developed through effective teaching, application of advanced technology during teaching and learning, usage of more number of multimedia device in classroom motivates the pupils to improve their intellectual ability. Honesty. Honesty means promptness, genuineness, exactness, and perfection. Truthfulness, sincerity, fairness. Honesty refers to a moral character, good conduct, behavior, and trustworthiness. In the book of wisdom, honesty is the first chapter. It is the higher order among the values. Honesty means being truthful to yourself and to others. Honesty being someone others can trust. Respect is earned. Trust is gained. Loyalty is returned. Honesty is appreciated. Definitions. According to James Altucher, honesty is the fastest way to prevent a mistake from turning into failure. According to William Shakespeare, no legacy is so rich as honesty. According to Benjamin Franklin, honesty is the best policy. Taylor Swift, don't ever regret being honest, period. Salvador Dali, drawing is the honesty of the art. There is no possibility, thus, honesty is goodness, truthfulness, good character, conduct, and good behavior. Method of developing honesty among the children. The honesty is developed among the children in schools by telling the moral stories, motivating them to read the sacred books of different religions. And method of developing honesty among the children are explained are as follows. By telling the stories of great personalities like the history of Swami Vivekananda, Mahatma Gandhi, Mahavira, Gautama Buddha, etc. By telling the moral stories selected from religious sacred books like Bible, Quran, Mahabharata, Ramayana, sitting the sitting the examples and experiencing of real life situation, by explaining the importance and need of honesty in our daily life situation by using the newspaper, magazines, comic story readings. Honesty is developed among the children in the classroom by using the stories and pictures on pictorial charts, by reading the Panchatantra books and illustrate through various examples, by organizing the school assembly, by guiding the children to attend school activities regularly and interestingly, by developing disciplines giving respect to teachers, elders, and parents. Develop the honesty through narrating various moral stories while teaching the lesson. Thus, honesty is developed among the children by telling stories, by using pictorial charts with small stories, by cultivating good habits among the children. It is possible to develop the honesty among the children. Social service. What exactly is a social service? Service to man is service to God. Community service provides satisfaction, self actualization, and happiness to an individuals. Humanity service occupies highest position in our life. Social service helps to improve the personality of an individual. Participating in social activities like contributing our life, sacrificing life for the welfare of the society improves our personality, motivates to develop leadership qualities. Social service activities. Social service activities are listed as follows: giving financial assistance to the poor people, providing educational facilities to the poor children, providing health service to the people suffering from the various diseases, providing shelter to the homeless people in the society, organizing social service like blood donation camps, organizing eye testing camps, organizing national service, cleaning of streets in collaboration with non-government organization, that is NGOs, awareness program relating to recent issues or problems like HIV, population explosion, legal services, etc. Organization of programs related to the upliftment of disadvantaged people in rural and urban areas. Thus, we are providing social services through organizing various social activities like awareness about environmental, population, gender discrimination, literacy, that is literary programs are organized by taking the assistance of regional non-governmental organizations like Rotary Club, NCC, NSS, and national regional NGOs, non-government organization. Protection of environment. Our environment was polluted by the daily activities of human beings, increasing the number of vehicles, increasing the population, industrialization, and urbanization due to the increasing of these activities. Our environment is polluted with air pollution, water pollution, soil pollution, noise pollution, and radioactive pollution. Environment protection programs. Environment was protected and pure water air is made available and growing more number of trees, and the environment protection programs are listed as follows: growing more number of trees to reduce air pollution, controlling of the release of wastewater from industries and domestic activities. The wastewater was filtered, diluted, and then released to the ocean, rivers, and to the canals. Air pollution was controlled by reducing the fuel consumption by vehicles. By keeping our surroundings clean, it is possible to control air pollution. Noise is controlled by installing anti-knocking silencer device to the vehicle. Noise pollution was controlled by using the medium voice sound horns in the vehicles. The establishment of industries and factories far away from the cities, villages, and towns. Radioactive pollution is controlled by avoiding throwing of waste of electronic and electrical devices. They should be put in the pits and close the pits by covering mud and stones. Soil pollution was controlled by using the natural manures or to the soil pollution was controlled by using the natural manures to the agricultural crops. Soil pollution is also controlled by using concrete roads instead of mud roads. Soil pollution is controlled by keeping our roads and roadside paths clean. Thus, environment was protected by controlling air, water, soil, noise, and radioactive pollutions by organizing various environmental programs like World Environment Day, that is June 5th, and 1AValue by organizing various activities like cleaning streets, planting trees, gardening in our house surroundings.